Hi, and welcome to AStonesThrowAway. I'd like to thank everyone who's coming to watch, and especially my subscribers and Passion Water Tarot. Thank you, Mama. You've been a huge help. And if anyone likes my jewelry, the links are in the bottom. These are all small business owners, and they're all friends of mine. They're darlings. Everything is custom made, and you can get whatever you like. I love custom orders, and I love small business owners. Now, this is the bonus special relationship reading for Taurus. This is the board that came to me in a dream. As you see, it is on watercolor paper because I couldn't figure out how to watercolor on cloth. Maybe I will one day and we'll have a cloth one. But it insisted on being on watercolor, and when the universe says, I want watercolor, I say, but I'm not an artist. What can you do? Okay, so Taurus. Everything here up is working for your relationship. Everything here down is not working for your relationship. This will be your partner. This will be you. And everything in between is the both of you. Everything outside of the circle are outside influences. Now, let's pick these. And remember, this is a general reading. It may not work for everyone. And if this doesn't resonate with you, I do suggest that you go and see your partner's reading. I don't mind cross-watching. I know some people say, oh, don't cross-watch. But if I said that, I would be a hypocrite because I do it all the time. I also suggest going and watching your Venus and your partner's Venus, because you never know which energies were going where that day. So I try to be as neutral as possible whenever I talk about these, but sometimes things slip out. I apologize if I sound heteronormative, but it happens. So, let's see. I tend to get a lot of stones whenever I am doing two people because, well, there's a lot of energies involved with two people. So, also I'm positive at least one of these readings today involved at least 3 people. So, this feels like a pretty good handful. I don't think I felt any other tinglies out there. Goodness, I hope not. There's 2 more there. Okay. So, Taurus, what has my bull gotten themselves into today? We're also going to do a 3-card reading at the end of the stones. So, what are we doing today? Alright. Taurus, we've got a good view here. So, we're going to start with your partner, and then we're going to move on to you, and then we'll do the relationship, and we'll do any outliers last. So, we'll start with the bad news and go to the good news. What your partner has not working for them in the relationship. What jumps out at me first is the obsidian with the snowflakes. That is always, for me, always going to be a sadness, a depression, a loss. There is some sort of sorrow in them. They are also having it's like a spiritual repression, an artistic repression. But it's major because there's 2 pieces there, which means that it is doubled. And it's hurting. I mean, I feel like my chest is compressing whenever I think about these 2 stones. So, I mean, this is, whatever it is, it makes them feel tight. It makes them feel like they can't breathe. There is a female, an older mother-like female in their family, mother, aunt, grandmother, someone in a mother-like role to them who is not helping. She's connected in their minds at least, to hearth and home. And she's messed with their attachment. Every human being has what's called an attachment style. And you learn this attachment style before you're 6 years old. And it's very, very hard to change that attachment style. And whatever attachment style they have learned is a maladaptive one, is what they call it. It's not one that works well. And it's because of this female. They're having an area where they're not feeling very worthy. They're not feeling very... They're having low self-esteem, and that's not helping their relationship at all. And they might be having some money troubles as well. What is helping the relationship is there is another relative, an older relative, who is being very helpful in the relationship. And there is something from the past that has popped up unexpectedly. Sorry, my head's in the way. There's something from the past that has popped up unexpectedly. And it is something from the deep past, but it's a pleasant surprise. It's not an unpleasant surprise. It's a pleasant surprise that has popped up unexpectedly in their past. And it is helping a great deal. And they're also having a time of great change in their lives, which is what this is. But that change is bringing about clarity. There's a very clear, and it's very hard to see on the screen, but there is a very, very clear, crystal clear piece of crystal, of quartz crystal right there. And it's like underneath the change stone. And that's what's helping them in their relationship. Now on to you, Taurus. What's not helping you in the relationship? Well, first and foremost, Taurus, you've got an old flame who is not being very helpful. Either you've learned a lesson from that old flame that is not helpful in today's situation, or the old flame themselves is not being helpful. You've got memories, baggage that is weighing you down. You are overthinking things, Taurus. I don't know how many people I've told you're just really overthinking things. Maybe don't think about it so hard. Maybe just let it be. And, things will come around. You are also having it's a lighter sorrow than this one, but it is a sorrow. That is a lighter sorrow than this one. You've had a bit of a loss. Possibly connected to this ex because it's very close to it. And here is calm. But whenever calm's down here, when it's in a negative position, it's not exactly a good thing. When calm is in a position like this, what it's telling me is that you're not finding your passion. Is that you're thinking too much, especially whenever it's combined with the overthinking. You're thinking too much, and you're not letting your heart decide. I'd sing, but Disney would probably slap a copyright ban on me. You know the song I'm thinking of. So up here on the path it's helping mostly and hurting just a tad. There's an older family member, someone you're very close to. It's a favorite aunt, it's a favorite uncle, it's someone you're really, really close to. And they're mostly helping and only a little bit hurting. Up here in the helping zone, there is a prickly family member, loved one. It's someone who is not easy to love, but they're helping. They're good for the relationship. Over here we have protectiveness. You're very protective. You're helping out there. Here we have the grass is greener stone. That's what it always is in readings. But, I mean, your eye may wander, Taurus. It may wander, but you know the grass is only greener over there because someone buried a body. It's good. You're good. You know where to stay. Over here we've got a piece of lapis. You are either having a good time spiritually or creatively or possibly with money, although it feels lapis has always been feeling lately like it's spiritual or creative. It's not feeling so much as the money lately. And over here is a piece of green moss agate. It's very, very green moss agate. And that one's been feeling like jealousy in personal readings lately. And so I'm feeling like maybe like you've been jealous in the past, but you've got that under control, Taurus. You know, like you've got a handle on that, and that's working for you in this relationship. Now, on the inside here, on what's working for you both, you've only got a couple of things on the working side, so we'll do that one first and then move to the bottom. I usually do it the other way around. But let's do the top first, because that's easier. You're both seeing very clearly what's going on, so that's good. That's working really well for you guys. And this right here is a beautiful piece of tiger iron I have. It's very blocky, and this is a safe space. You have built, and it's a solid foundation. You have built into your relationship this solid, safe foundation. That's a really good thing, Taurus. Now, what's down here, you ask? Well, right here on the line is this stone, and it means that you're both very protective. You're both very, very protective. And this is both helping and harming your relationship. It's teetering on that edge. And this actually landed on something that's kind of teetery. You know, I can kind of move that, okay? So, it's teetering. It's both helping and harming. And here is, again, it's calm. Now, this is a piece of amethyst. Amethyst is good for calm. It's good for peace. How could peace be both helping and harming your relationship? Well, you know, like I've told other people, sometimes stagnancy is what's killing our relationships. Sometimes you need a little excitement. So maybe go out for a weekend unexpectedly, you know? Maybe try to surprise them every once in a while. Here we have envy. Envy is hurting your relationship. This is, did I just say stagnancy over here? This is stagnancy. This one, in relationship readings lately, this one has been anger. We have some anger issues, the both of you, that you need to work out. And here, this is usually hidden strengths, but here I'm feeling like here that this is lies. Don't let lies come between you and your relationships. That's never a good plan. That is never a good plan to let lies come between you. Okay? Now the outliers. There's only a couple. You've got, on the bad side here, you've got some money and land issues coming up. You know, material things are never worth losing a relationship over. You know, unless he totaled your Ferrari, it's not worth it. And up here on the good side, we've got some hearth and home coming through. And, you know, this is old things coming in. Very old. They come up from the past and come to message. So look for an old message coming up. So let's see if anything else tingles. Let's get them together so I can at least feel them all. See if anything else tingles and wants to come talk. But I don't think they will, because that doesn't feel... No tingles. So let's go to the 3-card reading. I'm going to do where your partner currently is, where you currently are, and where the relationship may head. Now this is the Rider-Waite deck. See if I can speak today. And this is my deck from high school. So they may get a little mouthy, but so far today they haven't. So that's good. I used them mostly as a teenager, let's be honest. And let's see how Taurus is doing in their relationship. So again, you know, If anything resonated with you, just give me a like, give me a follow. I love each and every one of your comments. Hit that subscribe button. Everyone makes me feel like I've had a warm, fuzzy hug. So here we go. We've got the 5 of coins. Ooh, the devil. Not always as bad as it seems. And the Empress. So, they are feeling left out. Ooh, don't let them feel left out, Taurus. You're feeling like your hands are tied, like you can't do anything. Like maybe someone else is directing you. But if you continue, you could make something of this. If you get together, you could make something of this. You know? And maybe if you fix some of these issues, you can flip that and it could be a real fertile thing. You know? And remember, free will is always a thing. You can always change these. Always. So, if you liked anything you saw, give me a subscribe. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And remember, destiny's only a stone's throw away, folks. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all Sunday.